at Holar, we have this very unique university for Icelandic horses. Actually now it's called University of Iceland at Holar, which is a brand new thing because that happened actually just the 1st of July now, 2026. And we're very proud because now we are a part of actually the biggest university in Iceland. And we will, of course, keep our speciality here. Holar has 3 different departments. We have aquaculture, and they are doing most of their research down at Söderkrókur because they are also doing things with salt water. So they need fresh water and salt water. So they have been there actually with their little research center down there for almost 20 years. And we're going to build a new one for them, which will be even bigger with algae, yeah, and other kinds of sea-based like food for the future. So it will not just be a fish factory and things like that, but it will be more. So that's the fish department, and then we have a rural tourism department as well, which is really well situated here in Holar. We have mountains and we have everything around here. And then we have, of course, the equine department, which is my department. I'm a lecturer there, or an assistant professor, I think it's called. So I teach all kinds of things, except from basic riding. But I do the riding instructor part, which I think is very, very much fun and really, really important because the students, first of all, come here as they want to be better riders. And very many of them are now on the track on Landsmot. And the future students are also on the track, which I hope will come to us. And the important part of the instruction part, I think, is that these students, they learn so much. They learn about feeding, farrier, they learn about, of course, riding, which is the main thing. And they learn about so many different things, welfare things, and things that is very important around the horse, not just for riding the horse, but just to keep a horse, to feed it right, to shoe it right, all these very important things. Many people, of course, do have horses and they love their horses and they will do the best for the horses, but sometimes it's a lack of knowledge that makes maybe that some of the things that they are doing to the horse is actually not good for the horse, which is not because they're bad, it's just because they have just a lack of knowledge around that field. So the important part for all the students that learn so much here is that they also actually help people to learn more about their own horse and the horse breed. So I think the instruction part that they become riding instructors are such a big thing here. So they can, share their knowledge, not just become a better rider themselves or a better horse person, but actually share it to everyone, actually. So I ask them always when they come, so do you want to be a riding instructor? And they're like, I think we're just a better rider. But after a while, they're like, oh, I know so much. It's so easy to share. And then I said, don't say no if someone asks. Say maybe or just yeah. And just help people a little bit. And they enjoy it so much later. And we can see I'm so glad when we see on these big tournaments. Then I see so many of my former students going around helping young kids, the young adults. You can see them behind the scenes, even though they don't maybe compete themselves, but they are helping the young ones. And almost all of the young children, we have more than 120 children, and I don't even remember how many young adults were, and they all have a trainer. And most of them, I would say 90-something%, have been here in Holland. So, and this unique school about riding and instruction for Icelandic horses is really, really special because we do, of course, there are riding schools in other countries, But to get a university degree, a bachelor degree in horse training, Icelandic horse training and instruction, this is the only school we have. And we also actually last year started the Icelandic horse farrier school here, which the first students with a diploma in special farrier for Icelandic horses was just this spring in June. So, and we're very, very proud of that because there are so many, it's so old tradition here that people shoe their horses. We learn. I was here myself in 91 in the first time, 91, 2, 3, then back in 2004 as a student. And I was a teacher from 2009. So we have so much tradition here and people, it's just a thing you should know about shoeing, even though now they don't have to shoe. You can choose that as a specialty, but you don't have to be able to shoe your horse, but you have to be able to know about shoeing and you should be able to evaluate horses. So if you are teaching and you come somewhere and you see that the shoeing is not right for the horse, it's not good, it's not healthy, then you as a professional instructor should actually recommend a better shoeing. And that's welfare. So it's all about, actually I would say that the basic core about everything we do, riding, feeding, shoeing, genetic, everything we do is about the welfare because also for us, in breeding, we are trying to breed better horses that can carry the rider easily. And it's not just about how it looks, it's actually a functional thing. Mm-hmm. So a horse that can easily carry a rider, he doesn't need too much help. And that's why we are on the breeding track, which is over there. We are evaluating the horse. And then this has become a very important thing, that we have horses that easily carries a rider. That's an important thing for. And that's a lot of emphasis on everything they learn about breeding also here. They don't become breeding judges or anything like that, but they have to do a breeding show. One class is actually breeding horse, which they train a young horse. Should be a mare or a stallion, approximately 5-6 years old. And they are training that the whole winter, and then they are showing it on a breeding show, and there are breeding judges evaluating that. So that's part of the things they learn here.
Okay, thank you so much.